Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of me, Budget Gaming HC. In today's episode, I will be teaching you guys how to set up SSTP on your MikroTik, so you don't want to miss that. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with me, Budget Gaming HC. And in today's episode, like I've mentioned, we will be setting up SSTP on your MikroTik. Now you might be having two questions. One would be, why do I need SSTP on my MikroTik? So by now you might be asking yourself, why would I want to use SSTP and not PPTP? Well, the answer is very simple. PPTP is lesser secured than SSTP. So SSTP is much more secure than PPTP. And SSTP only stands for Secure Socket Transfer Protocol. And it's a much more secure way to configure it than the normal way. And I'll be showing you how to do this. In this configuration, you'll learn how to set up a certificate for it to connect over the internet. It encrypts your data and you're much more secure. You might be asking yourself, why am I teaching you this? Why do I want the SSTP VPN? Well, the answer is pretty simple. So let's say you're a business owner and you've got a couple of offices around the world. This will interconnect your system for very cheap. You do not need to go to Microsoft and purchase expensive products. And number two, of course, is helping a friend. I've got my own VPN here at home running 24/7, and I allow my friends to watch free UK services, as you will, from my own VPN server. So I'm being quite cheeky with that, but hey ho, you know, such is life. We try and help each other, right? So guys, without further ado, let's jump into the tutorial. First things first is you want to go to QuickSet. You want to go to Home AP, considering that you've resetted this MikroTik to default. We want to go to Automatic Address Acquisition, Firewall Router, IP address. I'll just put in my local address, which is 10680. Let's make it 234 because I know that one is open. It doesn't have to be a DHCP server. We can breach all ports. We want to say VPN access, and we'll just give it a secure password. This has got nothing to do with the SSTP protocol. This is only to allow VPN access to this MikroTik, and we will be setting up a different password and a different protocol for it, right? I'm leaving out my wireless disconnected because I do not want this to be a wireless router. This will only serve as a VPN server. Now we want to head over to System. We want to go to Certificates. You want to add a certificate. I'll call the certificate, let's call this Client Certificate. Country is Great Britain. You can just put in all of this nonsense. The common name will be my IP address. This will be your WAN address. And if you do not know where to get your WAN address, this tutorial is probably not for you. Obviously, it's blurred out for you guys because I don't want you to see it. We're going to put in IP and we're going to just copy paste my WAN address, right? So the key type is RSA, and we're going to leave the key size at 2048. I want to make the certificate only expire after 10 years. And we want to go to key usage, and we want to click on key cert sign and control sign. Now you want to click apply, and we want to go copy because now we're going to make the server. So let's call it server. Can leave everything the same. However, under key usage, we're deselecting control sign, deselecting key cert, and we're clicking TLS server. Click apply. So now we want to go first to client and get this sign. Control host is my WAN IP address, and we click start. As you can see, our certificate has been signed. Amazing stuff. Now we click on server and we do the same, and it's done. Perfect. Both our signatures are signed and we have our fingerprints generated, right? You will find these certificates in files, so we can probably extract them right now. Whoops. We probably need to say export first. So let's call export, and we call this client. You can put a password on it, but for the simplicity of this video, I will just leave it like that. Click export. The same with the server. Export. PEM, file name, I'll just call this server. Actually, you do not have to export the client one because the client one stays on this. We only are interested in the server one. The server one, I'll drag and drop onto this. You can already by now import this onto your remote machine, but that's a bit jumping the gun, but I'll just show you how you need to do this. So you click on local machine, you click next, you agree, place it place all certificates in the following store, trusted root, click OK, next, finish. And that's your certificate imported. So these will be imported on the machines that you want to allow to access your VPN. This is much more secure. Obviously, you can imagine this is a certificate that needs to be read both by the client and by the server to agree upon your entry to it. On top of that, you still need a username and a password. So you're pretty secure. So next you want to go to PPPP, click on SSTP server, click on enabled as it's here. Enabled, we're going to use port 443, which is also nice. So that means you do not have to do port forwarding on your router, as this already speaks out to the internet. internet because 443 is generally not blocked, as that is HTTPS protocol. Authentication is only going to be MS-CHAP2 certificate. We're going to use our server certificate because that's a certificate that's going to speak to our router, and it's going to cross-reference that with our client. We're going to select server certificate and then click both these options, Force, AES, and PFS. Click OK. Next, you want to go to IP and pool. You want to click add. So I want to call this VPN SSTP underscore pool, right? So we can identify it. And the addresses is going to be 10.10.0.2.10.0. Let's make it 25. We don't want more than 23 clients, but that is your own discretion. You can have multi-layer subnets if you want, but that is over and above this video. You can make it as maximum as 254. So you can have 253 clients on this MikroTik, but I do not want that. Actually, we can just make it, for the simplicity of this video, we can make it 10. So 10.10.0.2 to 10.0.10.0.10. So that will allow 8 people to connect to my MikroTik at the same time, right? Apply and OK. Now click on profiles, click on add. I'm going to call this VPN SSTP. Your local address will be your client gateway. So mine is 10.10.0.1 and the remote address will be our VPN SSTP pool. Click apply and click OK. Now we want to set up a password and a username, of course. As you can see, there's already one, but we're going to create one for our specific SSTP protocol. I will call this, let's call this budget tech, because this is part of your authentication process. So the more creative you are, the better. Put a nice complicated password in, but for now, for the simplicity of this video, I'll just keep it nice and short. The service is SSTP, of course, and the profile is my VPN SSTP. Apply and I click OK. That is your SSTP VPN server created. Now we want to go into Windows, onto the client's machine, of course. Let's say this is your friend's house and you want to set up this server for them, this VPN server. You import this like I've shown you guys, and then you click on add VPN connection. So this will be budget tech. The server name or address of this VPN will be your WAN IP address. We want to select the VPN type as Secure Socket Tunnel Protocol. Username and password. You can be creative as you wish. The username is budget tech and then my password. Save. And now when we connect, we will connect. Guys, I don't think part of this tutorial is to tell you to put in a username and password for your MikroTik to lock it down. But if you're new to this channel, please remember to put in a username, create a very creative password, delete this admin user. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really did enjoy making this episode for you. And if you liked it, please remember to hit my ding dong and stay up to date with my latest content. Please let me know if you want to see more of this networky stuff. As you guys know, I'm a network geek. I'm sort of like a ethical hacker guy, but I can't really show that on YouTube because the last time I did that, I kind of got blocked for a few months. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, do hit me up in the comments and let me know what you want to see in my next video. So thank you for watching, guys, and I shall see you soon.